All right. Sucharuvakramandalam sukarnaratnakundalam sucharchitangachandanam namami nandanandanam sucharuvakramandalam. All right. Sukarnaratnakundalam sucharchitangachandanam namami nandanandanam. Here you go. Okay. Y'all can see my screen, correct? Somebody, yeah, thank you. We'll get started. This is called Nandanandanashtakam and it is composed by somebody who nobody knows who it is. It's written in Sanskrit. So Vaishnava Bhajan. So let's sing and then what does it say? Hold on. Okay. All right. Sucharuvakramandalam sukarnaratnakundalam sucharchitangachandanam namami nandanandanam. Sudirghanetrapankajam shikeshikandamurdajam anangakotimohanam namami nandanandanam. Sunasikagramautikam swachandadantapanktikam navambudangachikkanam namami nandanandanam. Kareణ venuranjitam gatikarindraganjitam dukulapitashobhanam namami nandanandanam. Tribhangadehasundaram nakadyutisudhakaram amulyaratnabhushanam namami nandanandanam. Sugandhangasaurabam urovirajikaustubam spurachrivatsalanchanam namami nandanandanam. Vrindavana sunagaram vilasanugavasasam surendra garvamochanam namami nandanandanam. Prajangana sunayakam sada sukapradayakam jaganmana pralobhanam namami nandanandanam. Shrinandanandanashtakam patedya shraddhayanvita taret bhavabdhim dustaram labetadanghriyukmakam. Sucharuvakramandalam sukarnaratnakundalam sucharchitangachandanam namami nandanandanam. Namami nandanandanam namami nandanandanam namami nandanandanam namami nandanandanam. Namami nandanandanam namami nandanandanam namami nandanandanam namami nandanandanam. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to day 14 of Damodara Daily Delights. Thank you all for joining. We will continue with our regular singing of Damodara Ashtakam and the pastime. I do not remember who is doing the singing today. Is the person who is singing present here now?
I'll be doing it today, Auntie.
Oh, nice. You want to show yourself, Trti?
Yes, 1 second. Sorry.
So introduce yourself and go ahead, Trti.
Hare Krishna, everyone. My name is Trti. I am a sophomore in college right now, and I've been a part of Gita Y since I was in 6th grade.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Right. Should I share my screen as well?
Most of us know the bhajan, and if whoever
Okay.
needs, they will read from their screen. So you can go without, so that we can see you throughout.
Okay.
Okay.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्राजमनं यशोदाप्रियो लोकलाघवमानं परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं मृजन्तम् कराम्बोजयुग्मेन शातङ्कनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासकां पात्रीरेकाङ्ककान्ता स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिपदम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम् तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तिर्जितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्ति वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावतिं वा न चन्यं वृणेऽहं वरेशादपीह इदं देवपुराता गोपालपालम् सदा मे मनसा वीराष्टां किमन्ये इदं ते मुकाम्बोजम् अत्यन्तनीले वृतं कुण्टलैस्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तादरं मे मनसा विराष्टामलं लक्षलाभे नमो देवदामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदिनं बतानु गृहाणेश मामग्नम् इदक्षिदृश्य कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमुद्यैव यद्वत् त्वया मोचितौ भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च ततः प्रेमभक्तिं स्वकमे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तुताम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायात विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीया प्रियायै नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Thank you.
Thank you so much, Trti. Very beautiful singing. And I am very proud of you. And you've
Thank
been
you.
you started coming to Gita Vice which grade? Sixth
In
grade?
sixth grade.
Okay.
Mhm.
So for all those who are here, other than Dhruti, she started coming from sixth grade and she's still in touch. She's in second year of college and she's still in touch. She's very curious right from the time she joined. She's even now she messages and asks me questions, spiritual questions. She asks me, Auntie, why like this? Why not like that? That clearly indicates that she has some attraction, some attachment. And among all the college students that I've been in touch with, she's the only one who signed up as of now to sing. And you all can see she's even participating despite wherever she is. She has been the valedictorian from you're Val, right? So, Dhriti? She's been valedictorian of high school when she graduated high school. That shows that she's also good academically, she's intelligent, and true intelligence is when you are able to apply that in Krishna consciousness, which is doing amidst her busy schedule. So we are very, very happy and proud of you, Dhruti. Continue this interest and keep asking questions and keep chanting, keep doing whatever. Because I remember, I think last year she was asking, Auntie, how do I do Damodara Arti when I'm at my dorm? That's when we figured out that we could do some simple setup and still do Damodara Arti. So that's amazing. Thank you, Dhruti.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you. We'll now move on to the presenter. Who is the presenter? I think it was it Gaurangi? Did you sign up for today? Is she here? Did she log off? She's here, but I think she was not going to. Gaurangi, were you going to present today, beta?
I didn't do it yesterday because I didn't have time.
Oh, yesterday was somebody else actually. Your name is on today's slot. So did you prepare for today or no? You did not? Okay,
She
that's
could
fine.
not, Mataji.
That's
She
fine.
tried,
No
but
worries.
I realized she could not. So I thought I messaged you. That's why she won't be able to do it.
Yes, that's
We were
true. That
talking,
was for
but
yesterday. But when I saw the spreadsheet, her name was for today. So I
oh,
just
I
asked.
thought it was yesterday.
No, it is today. No worries, Prabhu. That's fine. So we will continue with discussing those vanas, the 12 vanas, right, in Vrindavan Rajmandal Dham. We finished 2 of them. We finished Madhuvan and Thalvan. We will do the other next vanas. The next one is called Kumudavana, which is the 3rd forest. And it is said that simply by visiting this place or this forest in Vrindavan, one becomes successful. One's life becomes successful. So we all know what the definition of success is. Of course, we try to be successful in whatever we do, whether at work, whether at studies, whether at extracurriculars, or whatever we are endeavoring. We try to be successful, meaning we put our best effort pointing toward our goal. However, we also want to be Krishna conscious while doing all those activities. That is the definition of true success. All the activities we do along with Krishna consciousness makes it a wholesome success. Okay, so we all have to remember that. So this forest, if we visit, it seems it helps our life become successful, meaning we will be successful in becoming Krishna conscious, which is our true definition of success. And then it is one of the smallest forests among all the 12 forests. It is the smallest forests. And it is called currently as Kudura or Kudarban, it seems. And this forest, why is it called Kumudavana? It gets the name from a special flower called, you all can guess, Kamuda or Kamudini. That is the name of the flower. And can you all guess what type of flower that is, which grows in a water body? It's a lotus flower. We all know, right? Lotus flowers. And it is in abundance in this forest. And Radha and Krishna perform their pastimes in this. There is one kund in this forest called Kumuda Kund, where a lot of flowers grow there. And Radha and Krishna perform their pastimes. And also Kapila Muni, who is also another incarnation of Krishna, he also spent some time in Kumudvan. And Krishna and Balaram would regularly get their cows to graze in this forest. And they would and sometimes these cowherd boys who would go along with Krishna and Balaram, they would collect all these Kumuda flowers and make beautiful garlands to give to whom? To offer to whom? To Krishna and Balaram with affection. See, that is these gopas, the cowherd boys, they didn't have a lot of wealth or opulence or diamonds or jewels or whatever. All they had was with them Krishna, and that's all what they got happiness from. And with whatever they had around them, they would make the best of it and offer them to Krishna and Balaram. So in this forest, since there were a lot of beautiful Kumuda flowers, they would collect them all and make beautiful garlands and offer that to Krishna with love. So much love. That's what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita chapter 9 verse 26. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. Whoever offers me with love a leaf, flower, water or fruit, I accept. And that's exactly this the Gopas are proving here. They're offering flowers with great affection. Okay, so this forest to be remembered for these Kumuda flowers. And 2 important facts are this Kumuda Kund then which has full of Kumuda flowers. And then Kapila Muni also spent some time here in this kund, near this kund. And Gopas collected these flowers, made beautiful garlands when they went for grazing their cows along with Krishna and Balaram. Okay, and then it seems now if we go there, there is a special imprint of Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet. As we already discussed, I think 2 days ago, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is not different from Krishna, who appeared to show to us how to be a pure devotee, he gave us Harinam, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And he also gave us some other practices, some other ways of devotional service. And one of that was visiting the holy places, doing Dham Nivas, Dham Parikrama. Dham mean holy places. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself visited Vrindavan. He did Parikrama on the Rajmandal. And then when he visited, his footprints were imprinted now in this Kumuda one. Okay. Now, how many ones did we finish? 3 forests. Madhuvan, Talvan, and Kumudavan. Madhuvan is famous for the pastimes that occurred during the 4 yugas. It's called Madhuvan because of the nectarian pastimes and also because it was the place where Madhuriman was killed. Then comes Talvan. Talvan is a place where very fragrant, aromatic, tasty, nectarian, juicy fruit called tal fruits were growing on these tal trees. And the pastime of Dhenukasura killing happened in this Talvan. And today we studied about Kumudavan, where beautiful flowers called Kumudas appeared. And then they were used for making garlands for Krishna and Balaram. And also Kapila Muni came there, and also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there. Now, next one is Kamyavana. What is Kamyavana? It's the 4th forest. And it is the best, it seems. It is called the best forest. And by visiting this place, what happens? A person becomes qualified to be worshipped, it seems. That's what Madhura Mahatmya says, where one who visits Kamyavan will become qualified to be worshipped. And then there's a town in Rajasthan, the Khaman town in Rajasthan. Right now, the town in Rajasthan known as Khaman is nothing but the Kamyavan of that time. What does Kamyavan means? Kamya means charming, something which is charming, and one means forest, and Kamyavan means a very charming forest. Nanda Maharaj stayed in Kamyavan for some time, along with Krishna and Yashoda and the family, while on his journey from Shatikara to Nandagaon. So many demons were terrifying the people in the place where Nanda Maharaj was living. Remember when Krishna was very young, the demon Putana had come, and then afterwards there were several other demons. So Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Maya thought that this is not a safe place for my baby to grow. So they started moving from there. And in the process of moving, they stayed in Kamyavan for some time. And Krishna enjoyed some of it. It's sometime meaning like 1 or 2 years they stayed there, and Krishna enjoyed his boyhood pastimes in this forest. And then it's also said that, or it so happened that even Pandavas, during their exile, remember Pandavas were in exile for 13 years, and 14th year they were in Agnatwas, right? And is that correct? Is it 13 plus 1 or 11 plus 1? 13 plus 1, right? 13 years on exile, and 14th year they were on Agnatwas, incognito. So Pandavas also resided in this Kamyavan during their exile from Hastinapura. Few places that one can have darshan in Kamyavan are Vimalakund. It's a auspicious holy river, holy water body. Then the Chaurasi Khamba. Chaurasi Khamba is that place where Pandavas resided while living in Kamyavan, and that is believed, or it's told, that this Chaurasi Khamba was built by what is his name? The architect, the supreme architect. Does anybody remember? I keep forgetting. Vishwakarma. Vishwakarma. Yes, thank you. Was built by Vishwakarma for the residents of for this Pandavas to stay there with Draupadi. So there's Taurasi Kamba there, and there is Gaya Kunda, Surabhi Kunda, and then Charan Pahadi is there. Charan Pahadi is a hill where Krishna went on for grazing the cows, and in the evening when the cows were supposed to come back, what Krishna would do is he would play a special tune on his flute. So he plays several different types of tunes. One tune indicates the cows to come. One tune indicates the calves to come. One tune indicates the gopas wherever they are. Oh, Krishna is calling us. Another tune indicated the gopis wherever they are. Oh, Krishna is calling us. Like that, Krishna had all these different tunes to call different of his devotee groups. So whenever Krishna went to graze his forest, graze the cows in the forest of Kamyavan, when it was time for the cows to come back, he would stand on top of this hill and then play that beautiful melody and the tune for the cows to come back. And one day when Krishna was playing this flute, the hill that he was standing on, the rock on the hill that he was standing on, melted listening to the tune of Krishna's flute. So much it melted that Krishna's feet are imprinted there. Even now you can see the prints of Krishna's feet. It's called Charan Pahadi. And then there's a place called Bhojanasthali there. Also, when Krishna and his friends would go cow herding, they would carry lunch boxes from home with all wonderful snacks, sweets, savories made out of the milk, the sweets made of the milk products, which Nand Maharaj and Yashoda took care, so much love and care, right? With all that milk products, they would make nice sweets and then they would pack in the lunch for these gopas and Krishna. So these boys would gather during lunchtime in one place, and then they would sit and eat and have some nice pastimes, exchanging food, grabbing food from one another, stealing food from one another. And there is one place called Bhojanasthali where there is an impression of the plate in which Krishna ate. It's still there. You all can Google Bhojanasthali. It will show the impression of the plate with all sections, with 5 sections and 5 cup-like sections, and there is a big plate like that. And then there is also Vyomasura's cave. Vyomasura is also another asura who had stolen all the calves and put them in a cave. And then Krishna destroys that. That cave is also still there. People go into that. When I went to Rajmandal Parikrama, I remember seeing all these places. And then there is Rameshwar Mahadev and many more. So every of the kshetra of Krishna, where every place where Krishna performed his pastimes is protected by the Kshetra Palaka, who is Lord Shiva. So almost every temple or every holy place within this Rajamandal Dham has a Kshetra Palaka and associated Shiva temple there. So Rameshwara Mahadev is actually in this Kamyavan forest. So that's the information about Kamyavan. Lot of information here. One is, it is called Kamyavan because it is an enchanting and charming forest. Nanda Maharaj lived there for some time on his move from Shettikara to Nandagaon. And then Pandavas also lived there when they were in exile. And then the Chaurasi Kamb for Pandavas to live was built by Vishwakarma. And then there is this Charan Pahadi, Vimala Kund, Gaya Kund, Surabhi Kund. There are pastimes related to these kundas also. And then there is Bhojanasthali, place where Krishna used to have lunch and play with his friends. And there's Vyomasura's Guha, which is cave. And of course, there is Rameshwar Mahadev and temple. So that completes the 4th forest, correct? Or 3rd, yeah, it's the 4th one. Now let's come to the 5th one, which is Bahulavana. Now remember, all these forests are on the right side, on the east of Yamuna River. Assuming Yamuna is flowing north to south. On the east side of Yamuna are all these forests. Now Bahulavana. Now what is the benediction of visiting this one? By visiting this place, one attains the planet of Agniloka after leaving this present body. So that's what is compiled in Mathura Mahatmya. Now, Krishna and Balarama would get their cows to this place while grazing the cows. Of course, they're everywhere in the entire Rajmandal Dam. So this is also another forest where Krishna and Balaram would graze their cows. And it is currently known as place called Bati, Bati. So these are all the names, historic names. The forest names are all historic, whereas currently they have colloquially changed those names. It has become Bati. This forest is named after Bahula Devi, who is the consort of Lord Hari. Bahula Devi had taken birth in the form of a cow in Bahulavana and was tested by the Supreme Lord before she became the wife of Lord Vishnu. So I think the pastime that we read about Bahula cow, or we talked about Bahula cow, where it had a baby and then it went to the forest grazing, a tiger got it and then said, I'm going to eat you. And then it went back and then came back to prove the honesty and the truthfulness of the cow. So looks like that's the same. And she became eventually the consort of Lord Vishnu. So there is I remember seeing this temple with a cow imprint on a cave's wall. So it's there. And there is a Bahula Kund also on the bank of this temple is on the bank of this kund called Bahula Kund. So that's about Bahulavana. Now going to Bhadravana, which is the sixth one. Now what is the benediction of visiting the sixth forest? It says, by going to this holy place, is promoted to Nagaloka by the influence of this forest. So it's giving these various promotions to different planets. However, for us, we are only interested in Krishna consciousness, which is like a superset of all these promotions, right? Once we attain Krishna, or if once we desire to attain Krishna, it is superset of any other promotion that we can get, either in this material world or beyond this material world. That is the bottom line that we all should have. There's the underlying principle that we should have whenever we read the Falastuti of stories or pastimes. Some Falastuti says, oh, by fasting on Ekadasi, you get this benediction. By visiting this place, you get this benediction. But we have to understand that we, having known Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead and all the information from these various Puranas, the essence of all the Shastras, is Vedaischa sarvar ahameva vedyo. Krishna says, I am the essence of all the Vedas. I am the compiler of the Vedas and I am to be known by the Vedas. With that knowledge, though we read what is the benediction of Falastuti of visiting a place or doing a prayer, we think, yes, I might be promoted to Agniloka or Nagaloka, but my intention is to go to the feet of Krishna, which is a subset, which is a superset of all these promotions. So we should have that understanding in the background. And then we read this. If not, one might be confused. Oh, it's saying about Nagaloka. So should we go to Nagaloka? It's talking about Agniloka. Should we go to Agniloka? Those questions we will get. But for us, as we have a higher picture of what all this is, right? So now coming to Bhadravana. Bhadra means attractive. Okay. And this forest again was the playground of Balaram. And there is a Badrishwara Mahadev temple again, Lord Shiva temple there, and Sri Radha Bhadra Bihari in this forest. So there's a temple of Mahadev and also temple of Radha Bhadra Bihari, meaning Krishna. So that's all. There's not much information about this. Of course, Vrindavan, this Rajamandal Parikrama has temples at every step. I mean, if you'll be walking miles and miles every day, because it's all on you have Parikrama means going on a foot. It says Chaurasi Kosh Yatra. So it is said that one who does this Parikrama never gets back into this cycle of birth and death. That's the saying of Acharyas and even Shastra. That's why even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did this to inspire us to do. However, we cannot randomly just go and start doing it. We have to take the guidance and permission from Acharyas, from our mentors, from our guides, who themselves are experts in this knowledge and in following the regulative principles and bhakti sadhana, right? So every step, every few steps you take, there is a temple. And with the big crowd, when you go there, getting into the temple and coming out of the temple actually takes longer time, because a lot of people, thousands of people are walking. And yeah, but it's a totally different experience. So that is Bhadravana. Next one is Kadhiravana. This is the 7th forest, and it is, let's see what is the benediction of this forest. Visiting this place is just like visiting the abode of Vishnu, it seems, like just visiting the home of Vishnu. That is what this forest's importance is. And this forest is filled with flowers called Kadhira flowers, and Krishna killed Bakasura in this forest. So Bakasura was that crane demon. Is it right, Gaurangi? Is Bakasura the crane demon? Or is it right? I don't remember. Somebody knows? It's a crane demon, right, Preeti? Okay. Thank you. Gaurangi, you raised your hand, you know?
Yes.
It is crane demon?
Yes.
Okay, so Krishna expands its beaks and then he does that. Yeah, I remember now. Okay. So that is all about Kadiravana. So it is basically, it has Kadira flowers. It is gives a benediction of visiting the abode of Vishnu. And in this Vana, Krishna killed Bakasura demon. Now coming to Mahavana, which is the 8th forest. So now we are coming to the left side of, right? Now we finished 7 on the east. Now we are coming to the west of Yamuna, right? Now, 8th forest, what is the benediction? One who visits this place becomes honored in the abode of Indra. So that's what it says. And then Mahavana means what? Maha means great. We all know, right? Maha mantra means greatest mantra. Mahavana means great forest. And this was the 2nd largest forest after Kamyavana. Krishna performed his early childhood pastimes in this forest at Gokula. So that means Gokula was situated close to this forest or in this forest. There are many places connected to the pastimes of Krishna in this forest, and some of them are Nanda Bhavan. Nanda Bhavan is where it's on a little hill, and there's still there's a temple there, and that's the place where Krishna was raised and he lived. And it's an elevated hill, and it is said that when Krishna was very young, before like 4 years, he would grow to graze his calves, right? And then his mother Yashoda would check on him like every 5 minutes from top of the hill, because on the slope of the hill would be the calves and Krishna and other little gopas. And then she would ensure that Krishna is safe. We pray to Krishna for safety, but Mother Yashoda is constantly worried about Krishna's safety. So she would ensure that Krishna is safe by checking on him amidst her, okay, she's doing some, maybe cleaning the house, and then he'll come and check, where is my kanha? Like that. So that the position of the house and the small hill is like that. I mean, when we hear the pastime and when we go there, we can relate to it. Oh, this is where probably Mother Yashoda was looking for Krishna. And I've heard people have seen, I mean, this is something which is very highly elevated consciousness, where people go with the longing to see Krishna in these forests, right? And because Krishna is there, he's performing pastimes even now. However, it's for us, we cannot see, but people go with that longing to see Krishna, and there are some miraculous experiences that people had. That much I can tell, not beyond that, okay? So that is where there's Nanda Bhavan, there's Utkal, and there is Chori Ghat, and there's birthplace of Balrama also here. This is in Mahavan. Now comes Lohavan. Oh my God, I went past the time. Nobody reminded me. It's 8:34. Oh, wow. This is so nectarian. That's why we are not even seeing the time. Okay, we'll stop here and we'll continue with the forest tomorrow. So I wish you all a wonderful Damodar conscious night and happy Deepavali. I'm thinking everybody's celebrating tomorrow, right? So we'll speak a little about Deepavali tomorrow and also continue with the forest. Thank you again for joining. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gentle reminder, November 15th is the last day to submit your poems and also your artwork. Thanks all. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Matabe.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.